let's put 60 seconds on the clock, essentially, and let's just go through one thing that really stood out for you from this weekend. Dan, I'll start with you here.
I've got to go with the Giants, Diana. I mean, look, they go to Seattle and they win. Not only they win, they confuse Russell Wilson. They push Seattle around with their own run game, and they come out of there with their 4th win in a row. I covered the Giants for 3 years for ESPN.com. I don't ever remember them winning 4 games in a row the whole time I did that. So this is special what they're doing right here. And look, they're 5-7. Like no one's picking them to be in the Super Bowl. But what you see here is a team that started the season lousy, but has built confidence under a first-year coach in Joe Judge that has them focused on the right thing. How do we get better every single day? He is telling them it's irrelevant that we're in first place with 4 games to go. 4 games is a ton of time. Just keep focused on what you're doing every week in terms of your work. They are listening, they're connecting with him, and it's paying off. They are, for better or for worse, in first place.
Yeah.
That's a good take by Dan, too, by the way. Go ahead, Diana.
Oh, no, I want to hear what you have to say. Do you actually even think the Giants, though, are that good, Fitz?
It's not that the Giants are that good, but there is some level of, if I told you that the Giants would be sitting at 5-7 coming into the season without Saquon, right? And then I tell you that they go in and they beat Seattle without Daniel Jones. Like, I do think that we hear next man up all the time, and that's a total load of junk for most teams. The Giants are accomplishing next man up. Yeah, they're 5-7. I'm not sure they're going to get to a winning record, but of all the teams playing in the NFC least right now that actually are playing like they care, I think the Giants are bringing a consistent level of effort.
And if you're a Giants fan right now, you have reason to feel good, like excited about the future. Whatever happens this year, but what's happening this year makes you feel good about what's to come.
Great point.
All right, Fitz, I want to go to you, but before I go to you, I want to play some sound from this morning. This is Rex Ryan on Get Up giving his thought on that Jets-Raiders game yesterday.
Dumbest call I've ever seen, and been around the thing for 58 years, 30 years as a coach. That's the dumbest call ever. There's no other way of putting it. Look. And it's not like cover zero. There's a time and a place for cover zero. That thing sure ain't it. It's just stupid.
All right, so we know now Gregg Williams has been fired. It went down earlier this morning, and there are a lot of conspiracies out there, Fitz. Which one are you going with in terms of why Gregg Williams did this?
Load my 60 seconds up here, Diana, and let's just go straight for conspiracy theorists. Look. Gregg Williams did not do this to help the Jets lose a football game. Couple things. Number one, as Diana just said, I don't know, he doesn't have a job anymore. So I'd say it didn't work if that was the case. Number two, his head coach had the opportunity to stop this play, but was apparently doing something else. Number three, Dan Orlovsky has pointed out on film, on Twitter, multiple times, the other instances just like this where Gregg Williams has made comparable calls in comparable situations. Number four, if he was going to throw the game, why wouldn't he done it on the drive before? It would have made way more sense. If you were going to throw the game, then you don't call a good defense on 4th and goal. That's the opportunity the Raiders couldn't take advantage of to get where they were. Guess what? Bad teams are bad because bad players and bad coaching. That's what the Jets have. They don't have a conspiracy theory. They just stink. And my Raiders were the benefit of a team that stinks. It's that simple.
It is. No, the coaches and players aren't out there losing on purpose.
Yeah.
Like they're not. Gregg Williams and Adam Gase, no, they're not going to coach Trevor Lawrence. It doesn't matter to them whether they're 2-14 or 0-16. Like they're not trying to lose the game. But brutal call. Rex, it's right.
I know, it really makes no sense. When you break it down that way, I think it's just the instant reaction is was such a dumb decision by him that there had to be a purpose, right? No one wants to admit or at least say, that was really dumb, right. And that's the reason. There had to be some motivation. But how nervous were you, though? Because, I was out in Nashville. The game was wrapping up, and I was looking on my phone while watching that game going, oh, my God, the Jets are going to do this. They're going to win their first game of the year. The Raiders always struggle on this trip out east. And Fitz, how nervous were you?
Okay, so, I'll admit my language is not family-friendly during the game. And so it usually ends with a lot of F-bombs, but it's the tone of those F-bombs that really decide how things are going. So realistically for me, that went from very angry when Derek Carr, by the way, on the play before, misses a wide-open Aguilar that would have won the game. I used the F-bombs then the wrong way, and then on the last play, a lot of jumping up and down. I'm telling you, I owe the entire city of New Britain, Connecticut an apology for what they learned about me in that game.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.